Now, beloved within the Seventh-day Adventist Church and other Christian denominations, not just Seventh-day Adventist this time, but other Christian denominations, this is a very urgent message, a very urgent message called the Sunday Law President, the Sunday Law President, Part 16. The Sunday Law President, Part 16, and the Hegelian dialectic, the Blue Sabbath and the Green Sabbath perspective. A Green Sabbath and a Blue Sabbath perspective. Now, when Donald Trump was in the White House and he was president, before spring 2020, you had many things with the evangelicals that were happening. You had Tony Palmer meeting with Kenneth Copeland to sign the death of Protestantism with John Hagee and these men out there. Then you had the Seventh-day Adventist Church become more ecumenical and joining that threefold union. Then you had, and for the government standpoint, you had the Supreme Court try to stop gun rights in this country. You had with the Parkland shooting in Florida. You had our Second Amendment rights were under attack. You had free speech under attack, where you had spying on people over the phones, a new spy campaign, the federal government spying upon American citizens that believe, as they call it, QAnon conspiracy theories, basically believe in First Amendment rights of the free exercise clause to have liberty of conscience and not do certain things that went against their conscience. But here recently, we have a Hegelian dialectic of all these principles. You have the Green Sabbath of the Paris Climate Accord, right after we have the COVID-19 crisis, right after we have the Climate Action Now crisis, which are all laws involving all Green Sabbaths. Then we have, and by the way, the Paris Climate Accord is a Sunday law through the back door right there. And then we have that coupled with the fact that we have blue laws that are still in the books, like, forbidding buying alcohol on Sunday morning, and which alcohol is not good anyways, but that's a religious liberty test right there, because Congress should make no law respecting religion or the free exercise of. That's the free exercise clause or the First Amendment to the Constitution. Then we have things in our Seventh-day Adventist Church. We have Sunday Surge, we have Sunday morning worship, and when they try to force that for Seventh-day Adventist Christians. So we had all these things happening in these last days to bring about Sunday rest or the violation of the Fourth Commandment. Sister Washington says in Christian Service that it is not a sin to observe Sunday when it comes to worshiping on Sunday with the other Christians, to be a witness to them, preaching on their pulpit or giving them our literature. But it is a sin to violate the Fourth Commandment. But what these people are doing in some of our Adventist churches, they're having Sunday morning worship, and they're doing around the same time the first Christians have their worship, making the appearance of evil. So then we had all these factors, and we had the death of Protestantism in 2017 that Moses Mason brought out one of his messages stating that when the Lutherans signed this compact with the Catholic Church, saying the protest is over. Let me ask you a question, Adventist. Is the protest over in the Seventh-day Adventist Church and in other Protestant denominations in this country, like the Baptists? Is the protest over? Do you believe in the King James Version Bible? Do you believe in prayer as a solution to problems that happen in your world? Or do you believe Jesus Christ is your infallible judge, that he's a personal God? Or do you believe the man of sin is your infallible judge, that he's God? Do you believe the Bible is not infallible? What do you believe? Tell me, O Christian. Stand up, O Protestant. Be a Protestant. Be a Protestant. We protest something. We protest the papacy. So all these things are happening in these last days. So to tell us in the last days, we have a Green Sabbath, a Blue Sabbath, and Hegelian dialectics. So in these last days, if we stand for the seventh day of the Sabbath, which is today, Sunset Friday, Sunset Sabbath, and we reject Sunday worship, and we don't retreat back to Egypt in a lot of our Adventist churches, like Sister Squire says in 5T, the church is retreating back to Egypt like a chart without a compass. If we do that, we're saved in these last days. Most Congressman Father, please save them in the kingdom. Please protect them in this executive judgment. Please let them not violate the fourth commandment or keep Sunday as last days to their laws from your kingdom. Jesus Christ, my prayer, amen. Maranatha, God bless you, family. Happy Sabbath.